Welcome back, guys. Today I'm gonna harvest garlic and potatoes. So this may be a quick video of me working in the garden because I also see a bunch of tomatoes and zucchinis and a few other things. So I may take some of those green vegetables that I have, the leafy ones, and I may feed them to the chickens. And as for the truck, the 1952 truck that I have, some of you guys know that I ordered parts for it last week, not even 6 or 5 days ago, and the parts are here already. I ordered a choke cable, throttle cable, some springs from Classic Parts of America. They're located in Missouri, and the parts just arrived like 10 minutes ago. So I'm gonna be working on that tomorrow, but that's for a future video, maybe for Saturday's video. And today is August the 5th. Before I get too far behind, I need to spend some time here in the garden and start pulling some of these vegetables out before the birds or something else eat them. But these are my potatoes. Notice that the leaves, they died back. Normally, when the leaves die back like that, I wait a week and a half to 2 and then I harvest. But as soon as you see them die back, you can go ahead and harvest them. And the same for my garlic. Once you see 2 or 3 leaves start to turn brown, it is time for harvest. Now for the garlic, I planted this back in November and I normally harvest in late July or early August at the latest, and these are definitely ready. And if you look over here, like right there and over there, my beet seeds already started too. They're growing. We're gonna have beets later this year, maybe in 2 months. When I bought this beet seed package, it said that it takes 15-16 days for them to germinate, but that wasn't true. It only took about 4 or 5 days for them to germinate. It was relatively quick. Some of the joys in life: cafe and working in the garden. I don't think I'm gonna plant anything else. I don't think I have the time once I'm done with potatoes. However, I'm growing potatoes in container bags full of great dirt, compost. I may look for something to plant there that will grow quickly before we get a first frost. Here in upstate New York, I live in Saratoga County. First frost will come relatively quick and sometime in October. However, I did hear a forecast that said that this fall will be probably the warmest in history across the entire United States. So I may have additional time to plant in those grow bags. What now? I don't know. I'll think about it and I'll be planting something there in the next couple of days. I was hesitating and planting something else. You never know. If this turns out to be the warmest fall in history, then c'est la vie. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start with the potatoes first. I'm gonna dig them out from under the ground. And I have this clean bucket. It has to be a clean bucket. I don't know why, because they're gonna get dirty anyway, but that's just me. So I'm gonna start with this bag. Oh, and by the way, I had to change, put the sleeves on and get this hat on with this thing that covers your neck, because here we have kamikaze bugs. Yeah, they're big bugs and they like to bite. They bite a lot. So I'm gonna start here and then we're gonna do the garlic. Let's see, if I just pull them up, yeah, they're kind of heavy. And there's some potatoes right above. Here's one. You can see some of them from the surface, but most of them obviously are deep down. That's one. There's 3 more. Some are big and some are small, like this, but I take them all. Look how soft this soil is. Easy to dig into. Most of this is compost, by the way. All right, so that's it for this bag. We got 11, some big, some small. Here it is, guys, about 1/3 of a bucket of this type of purple or red potatoes. Yeah, my wife loves these. I think they're purple. So yeah, my wife loves these purple potatoes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them out in the sun for about an hour and then take them inside the garage and leave them there for about 8 to 10 days and out of the sun so they can cure, so they can dry, and then I'll permanently store them inside the house and we can start eating them. But if any of you have ever grown potatoes, put it in the comments below. Tell me what variety and when did you harvest. Okay, and now for the garlic. I only have 6 garlic plants. This should be relatively easy compared to the potatoes. So I'm gonna start with this one. Yeah, there should only be 1 head per garlic plant. Yeah, they're not very big. Not as big as they were last year. There we go. I'm gonna let these dry in the sun for an hour or two with the potatoes before I hung them up to dry in my shed. And this is a sunflower plant that I transplanted from another location to here. And I put the stake here because, yeah, the stem is a little weak. But in a couple of weeks, this is gonna get really thick and this is gonna take off. And guys, it's always a good idea to harvest your potatoes on a sunny day when the soil is dry, and then to bring it outside, put it somewhere where it can get sun for 1 hour so it dries up, and then I can come in with a brush and lightly brush off any dirt, and then I'm going to store them inside my garage for 8 to 10 days, like I said earlier, until they cure, and then we can take inside the kitchen and eat or store them. Now this I'm gonna tie them up, and I'm gonna string them up from one of the rafters in my shed, and I'm gonna use these for seed come November, maybe late October, early November. I'm gonna replant these. Now, as some of you know, I grew a bunch of seeds from Amazon, a lot of garlic that I bought online. However, those failed, and these are from last year. This is a German variety that I bought last year from Baker Creek, and I'm gonna save these and plant these come late October, November. And I think I'm gonna buy more because next year I want to have a big garlic harvest. But keep in mind that they take a long time. I am going to harvest more tomatoes. Celebrities. Ah, this one's huge. I'm going to use another white bucket. I don't see any more. I think that's it. Any ones that are about to ripen. Now the rest are green. Oh, there's one back here. All right, green peppers. Yeah, these are getting really big. Let me just yank them out. There's a big one back here that you can't see. Yeah, like I said, my wife said these are $3 a piece at the store. Yeah, there's a whole bunch smaller ones. I'm gonna leave those alone. Yeah, the garlic's not ready yet, but it sure is getting there. And here we have mortgage lifters. They're not all that big, but they're still nice. They taste really good. Ají dulce, not ready yet. Maybe another week. But the plants are loaded. All right, another zucchini. Oh, this came off easy. There we go. And cucumbers. They're big. I think I'm gonna feed this one to the chickens. And cherry tomatoes. We eat these in our salads every day. All you need is basically just 2 plants. That's enough for a family. And again, this is a sun guard tomato. And recao. It's time for sofrito. We've been using this now for several weeks, and they're excellent. Look at all these leaves. And you can even use the stalks. As one of my subscribers that mentioned, and my father as well, he said use the stalks. They give the sofrito a great, excellent flavor as well. Maybe even stronger than the leaves, he said. We've never tried it, but we're going to this year. Here's another one for good measure. I've been feeding the chickens the kale and the Swiss chard at least 3 or 4 times already, and they love the leafy greens. The silkies do not though. I give the silkies the same exact thing and they don't even touch it. They're not vegetarian, but the standard chickens, the big chickens, they love this stuff. And today I'm gonna give them a cucumber and I'm gonna add a tomato in there. I've given them cucumbers before and zucchini. They eat it up. Not the silkies, the standard chickens, they'll eat all of it up. But today I'm gonna add a tomato. Yep, they're gonna get a healthy snack today. Well, not all of it. Some of it is for us. Bucket full of vegetables. The gate is to keep the groundhogs out, and it's working like a charm. And this big one is to keep the deer out. It's working too. What's up, Layla? All right, so I put their vegetables inside of this metal ball. Now I tried to give them celery a few days ago. They don't like celery. Can't blame them, right? And if you ever give them tomatoes, do not give them any tomato plant leaves. That is toxic to them, okay? Only the tomato. Make sure you take all the leaves out. All right, so maybe I have too many of these leaves. Let's see. And it's a way to keep them entertained. They'll just peck at this for hours and hours once it's hanging. All right, what do I have here? I'm gonna give you guys a cucumber and a tomato today. Tomato will be a first. Let's give them this nice mortgage lifter tomato. And where is my knife? What did I do with it? Look at Lila. See? She's already pecking at the tomato. All right, Lila, give me a second. Give me a second, Lila. Yeah, peck on this first. All right, I had a knife, but I lost it in my bucket. How can that be? Duh. It's right here. So Lila started pecking on the tomato first, so she loves it. They like cucumbers, and like I said a second ago, zucchinis too. They love zucchinis. But my silkies, nothing. All right, I'm gonna put this in here, and all right, Jefe, calm down. Calm down, mister. Lila, you really like that tomato, don't you? Yep, that's all she goes for, the tomato. Wow, I didn't know. Yeah, excellent. You know, after watching this, maybe I should grow more tomatoes next year. Definitely more kale and Swiss chard. But tomatoes, that's a new one to them. I've known that people give tomatoes to their chickens, and yeah, they definitely like it. They love a good salad. But the silkies over there, not so much. Oh, that tomato's a hit. All right, guys, it's official. Next year, I'm growing more tomatoes. And now Lila's going for the cucumber. Yep. You see all that? In a couple of hours, it'll be gone. The rooster's going for the cucumber too. All the others are busy with the tomato. You know what, guys? I haven't tried tomatoes on silkies yet. That's the only thing I haven't tried. So let me go ahead and give them this tomato and see how they react to it. They seem to like it. All right, I take that back. Silkies like some vegetables. Tomatoes. Well, it's more like a fruit, right? No leafy greens though. But they do like tomatoes. All right, guys, it's been an hour, so this is what I'm gonna do with the garlic. I'm gonna store it first. For the garlic, I tied up the plants right there, and I'm gonna hang it from one of the rafters up here with the bulbs facing down, and I'm gonna do this for 3 to 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, you can cut them down, harvest them, and take them inside your kitchen. And I did this last year with excellent results, okay? Or you can also save them until October, November, and use them as seeds. So that's what I did last year. I just let them hang in here for about 4 or 5 months until it was time to replant the seeds. That's it. Now, if my wife needs garlic, I can come in 4 weeks and cut 1 or 2 heads off, whatever she needs, or I can just save them for seeds, like I said a second ago. So now for the potatoes. So I'm gonna grab a brush, a car brush, and I'm gonna wipe out any dirt. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Kind of like that. Put them in the bucket. Okay, and now I'm going to take the same cardboard box, I'm going to put it on top of this table. And we are inside the garage now. No sun is going to hit the potatoes directly. And it's kind of cool in here too, so this is where they're going to be for the next 8 to 10 days. There we go. Spread them out a little bit. So like I said earlier, in 10 days, we're gonna take these in and we're gonna wash them, dry them, and store them, and start consuming them immediately after that. You know, this day deserves a cerveza. So what am I gonna go with today? Mexican, Japanese, Irish, Mexican, or German? German it is. Yeah, so that was a quick and dirty video for today. I don't know how long this is gonna be. It's probably gonna be more like 20 minutes or so. But I had to harvest my vegetables today because it's gonna rain for the next couple of days, and yesterday was dry, today it was dry. So as you saw, the ground was nice and dry. It's easy to harvest then. And I changed my mind about the parts. Let me show you. We got the springs for the old truck, the 1952 truck, which is to my right. And we also have, what is this? The throttle cable and the choke cable. But that's gonna be for another video. I'm gonna be working on this truck for the next couple of days. Today was a very successful day, and I learned something about the chickens today. They love tomatoes. And I read online that yes, a lot of people do feed their chickens tomatoes. So what I'm gonna do, obviously in the future, maybe grow more tomatoes and Swiss chard and kale forever. And definitely maybe a little bit more of cucumbers because they love that too. And zucchinis. I mean, they don't go to waste. I do have more than what I need. We have an overabundance of everything I just mentioned, but the chickens will eat it. So, and that'll make a healthy chicken, healthy egg, which is what we eat every day. We eat fresh eggs every day from my chickens. I keep forgetting. Oh, what did I do? It don't matter. Salud! Oh, by the way, someone asked if I can get Medalla cerveza here. Medalla from Puerto Rico. Up here in the Saratoga County area or Albany, I can't find it. If I go to South Jersey and if I look hard enough, or even the Philadelphia area, I may be able to find it. Last year, there was a place in Philadelphia, I forget what they call it, Beer Empire or something like that. I was able to find Peruvian Cusqueña. The Peruvian Cusqueña beer is one of my favorites. But up here, where I'm at, can't find them. So you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. I'll see you mañana. Bye.